you will. Last time we left a inebriated but not showing any signs of it yet, Riona, as she's making her way downtown to Max's.
She's at that magical stage where you've had all you need to drink, but it hasn't kicked in yet.
She's feeling good. She's feeling sassy. And we also left a Rusty, literally, Riona left Rusty at the bar. And we've got Torsten Skrak and Huskar, the sometimes missing dwarf. You.
Sometimes missing.
Sometimes missing dwarf. So we've got Riona the Heartbreaker on her way to Max's, Rusty the Lonely. We've got Haskar the sometimes, and Torsten the Handjob, all playing with us this week. And we will take it from actually, let's go with Riona. Riona, where are you going? What are you doing?
First, I was making a spider. I'm heading towards Max's house. I'm gonna go talk to him because he's a nice old man.
Okay. All right.
He's the only one I can talk to and, not hold back what I have to say. And I tried talking to Rusty, and all I did was make him sad and talk about his daughter. So she's like, nope, no sadness. I'm gonna go talk to Max.
Oh, you asked.
I know. It made her sad.
That's okay. The sad heartbreaker that is Riona is walking down the street. Word is getting around about the, shall we say, breakup?
Celebrity breakup.
There's no paparazzi per se, but yes, people are looking at you and kind of whispering a little bit here and there. Not even the smell of the king's nuts wafting into your nasal cavity can really relieve you of the emotions that you're feeling. And believe me, the king's nuts, it's a strong, sometimes pungent odor.
They're extra savory this time.
Yes.
Also very relieving.
You can't escape us.
If you didn't know, the King's Nuts is a dice bag that you can buy from us. It contains dice, not nuts. Don't eat them. But I digress. As you walk along, I want you to make 2 rolls for me. Can you make a perception roll with disadvantage and a constitution roll with disadvantage? It's technically 4 rolls.
All right, let's see here. Perception. 15.
For
perception.
Okay. And your constitution?
And go back to page. Constitution save. Let's see. 17.
17. Nice. Very nice. You made the constitution by 1.
Okay.
So we'll do it this way. You've been here for weeks. You've gotten to know the path from the royal stables to Max's. It's a little windy, but you've walked it many times. You do not get lost. You are halfway through when that drink starts to hit you, and you were feeling pretty normal, and now you're feeling a little on the tipsy side, just a little bit, not bad. But since you were a virgin to the experience, we shall say, this is when all the alcohol is really in your tummy and starting to get absorbed in your tummy.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Is Riona a woo girl?
I fully expect her to be a woo girl.
You don't know Riona.
It's my world.
Riona's drunk for the first time. Riona no longer knows Riona.
No, yeah, I'll tell you right now, she's a woo girl. She is a woo girl. And that is why my goal is to get to Max's. Because I can be safe there.
Sure. Yeah. As you pick up your pace, I will say that you can probably spot the bulk of the group, minus Rusty. They are dealing with something together, but they are not in the way of Max. Do you take your time and go over there, or do you go straight to Max's?
I'm going to go to Max's, but I'm going to bonus action wild shape into a small red panda. Like the size of a cat and run.
Give me a performance with disadvantage.
Oh god, I'm going to turn into a big one, aren't I? Let's see, before
You're going to be an opossum.
So, okay, so with disadvantage. So 12.
Well. So you get in your mind, I'm going to travel faster, and if I poop myself, it's not going to be a big deal because that's an animal, and you start to turn into a small, or normal size red panda. Not quite getting it right. You get so close, and now you're a drunken raccoon.
That's about right.
Your kidneys are now this big.
Alcohol in a raccoon does not work well. You stumble around. You get behind some barrels. I'll let your imagination go from there.
Just imagine I'm pushing barrels over as a raccoon, stumbling, heading towards Max's. It's my goal, Max. Move, barrel. If people get in my way, fucking move. Just walking on two legs, forgetting that I'm a raccoon, not a human.
Stumbling around, you get behind some barrels. You're like, where am I? So while you are doing that, Torsten and Haskar and or non-entity Scrack, what are you guys doing? Okay.
Fantastic.
Have you drank any more? Are you?
I think I need to go for a walk, maybe to the palace.
Okay. All right. Nothing stopping you.
That's what I'm hoping for. Walk up to the steps where the guards are.
They wave you through. They know you by now.
Pass through the crowd. I'd like to go up the stairs towards where the offices were.
You okay, Haskar? Yeah. As you get to the top of the stairs, the two guards, they looking straight ahead. They don't do anything as you walk by, but you do hear, I heard he has a third leg.
I'd like to go rummage around in some of the offices that aren't in use.
Sure. The offices, for the most part, are on the main floor. There's three that can be
I'd like to go rummage around in the good offices.
the good offices. You haven't been to that portion of the building yet. So I need you to.
I'm assuming they're on at least the second floor. So
Well, the second floor is more of a reception area for Paula, and there's also the chamber that holds the statuesque woman, where there's benches, and it's very pretty. The third level is not something you've been on, but it's smaller than the first or second floor. It's almost built in a sloping manner.
okay, I'd like to go look around in some of the, like Paula's office or the High Priestess, if
Okay.
I can find them.
Make an investigation check.
Gonna go ahead and use a duck.
Already.
So that's a natural 20 for 28.
All right. So you go up to the second floor, and it veers off two stairways. One to where you met Paula, and the other where the statuesque woman is. Towards her, there's that chamber. Everybody seems to just be relaxed. There are tables for eating or conversing or to pile books and scrolls on. Past the woman on the plinth is a set of spiraling stairs, and you can see two guards at that set.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
I need you to go ahead and roll for stealth, though, with advantage,
Certainly.
because you are invisible.
So it's a 15.
15. Okay. So one guard rolled a 5, the other a 17. So as you're walking by, you kind of nudge the pole arm at his side a little bit. He looks down. You swear he's making eye contact with you. And then for a moment, kind of just goes back.
Carefully up the spiral stairs.
As you climb higher and higher, you would expect the heat of all those people to rise with you as you are climbing higher into this building. It does not. It's okay, cold never bothers you. But it's a little odd. The stairs lead to a landing. There are two braziers that burn with blue fire. The braziers themselves are stone with icicles, just in various lengths, some even touching the floor. But the flames that burn are not hot. They are neutral. You don't feel any heat or cold coming from them, but they do shed light. The door is a single door, brass handle to it, and riveted in steel.
I knock on the door.
No answer.
I try to open the door.
Still not.
I go in.
Okay. As you walk in, it is a very large room, open. There are windows in the entirety of one curve of the wall. It allows for any light sources necessary during the day, and they have curtains set at equal distance so that at night they can be pulled. You do notice that there is a large table, several chests of drawers, a giant alchemist chest. So a lot of tiny little drawers, but this thing is massive, taking up a good section of the wall where the windows are not. And on the other side where the windows are not, there is a very comfortable looking bed that is a canopy bed with white silk draping on it, number of furs laying across it, and a chair with a small table with a book on it.
First up, I want to see what the book is.
Okay. As you walk over, I want you to roll a history check.
Another net 20, 24.
Nice. From a distance, you can see this is a very old copy of a textbook talking about the different realms of hell. It is open to a page. There's a marker placed in it. Talks about the Spader, talks about Moloch, and it talks about Levistus. The pages of these that are open, the book looks old and worn, but these pages specifically are very worn, like someone has flipped through them several times. Some of the ink has rubbed off in places from being held.
I would like to spread out the portable hole.
Okay.
On the floor. Toss the book in, and start tossing in everything I can find, including the alchemist chest if possible.
The alchemist chest is much larger than you are, and every drawer is full.
Can I take the drawers out?
You can take drawers out, yeah.
Take the drawers out, put the whole drawer in.
As you, one by one, pull them out, there's pungent odors coming from some, sweet from others, musty and dusty and others. There's one drawer that you pull open, and it is dead bugs. They all have pins going straight through the head, through the thorax, down the abdomens, and just straight out the other side. Each pin is color-coded, and there's a piece of paper that is tucked to the side with different writings and different colored markers. It's going to take you a few minutes to get this emptied, let alone carry it over to the hole. Where exactly are you spreading the hole out?
How big is the room?
The room is probably about 80 feet.
Can I move the hole?
Yeah, all you have to do is pick it up.
I move the hole closer to it.
Okay,
I'm
so
willing to spend some time.
you're going to spend time, not just going to
Yeah.
be throwing things in? Okay.
Yep.
Roll a perception with disadvantage while you do this.
So that
Flow off the sides. And about that time you hear, that is a gelatinous cube. You might want to put that back. Standing in
Good.
an open door is the High Priestess.
good to know. So I'm looking for some official documents, something that will allow me to, do some rather nefarious deeds while I'm here. Because I mean, let's face it, we're all doing some nefarious stuff around here, aren't we?
Are we? She kind of glides across the floor at you. Rusty, if you wanted in my chambers, all you had to do was ask.
No, where's the fun in that? And I want to start gathering up the portable hole.
As you begin gathering up the portable hole, she kind of looks down at you and goes, you know, Derek, old Derek, he says we're missing a book with a portable hole in it. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Rusty?
I've had this for years.
Join me, won't you? She walks over and sits down on the bed.
I finished gathering up the portable hole, stuff it into my pocket, and I will sit down with her.
All right, on the bed or on the chair?
Did she point to either one in specific?
No, she's just sitting. She's not like lounging seductively or anything.
I
She's
will
just
join her on the bed, which
Okay.
might be difficult because I'm a gnome.
exactly. It takes you a little bit, but you get out there.
It's like a small dog trying to.
I have dachshunds. I know the visual very well. So as you get up on the bed, she just kind of looks at you and smiles, and she goes, "Tell me more about these nefarious plans."
Well, we don't plan to stay here long, I don't think. Everyone's getting a bit itchy, and I hold up my hands with the rashes.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so we need to know how to close portals. We need supplies, and then we'll be gone from your hair. And you can go back on doing whatever the hell you want to.
I'm simply trying to take care of the thousands who have sought refuge here, Rusty. There's nothing wrong with trying to do good with the ability we have, is there?
Absolutely not. And I am not trying to do anything to harm the city. Simply trying to avail myself of some of its uses so we can do more on the outside.
Such as?
Close portals, kill demons.
No
Maybe in-
demons around here.
But that's the problem.
I don't see a problem with that. We're happy, we're healthy, we're prosperous. We expand when we can.
And what of the rest of the world? Are you happy to sit here and fiddle while the rest of the world burns?
In my own safe kingdom where I want for nothing? Yes.
We are very different.
I don't think so.
There's something wrong with this city.
Well, it's not ideal as far as the foundation of the city. I will grant you that. Would you like to see it?
I would.
You can keep anything you found if you found anything interesting.
I was planning on.
She stands up, straightens her silkies out. I think that once you see what I'm about to show you, you may have a change of heart and want to stay here with us.
I'm up for new things.
Are you? How new?
No. It's been 21 years. Or more.
Since
I'm still a little bit confused on the timeline. Lead the way. I'm right behind you.
Oh, I see what you were saying. Maybe. She begins to walk towards the door. You can see that there are guards standing outside the door now, eyeing you suspiciously.
Gentlemen.
Oh. You are about to get into a fist fight with a wall.
Just heard that wall wouldn't be talking so much shit.
Just little raccoon.
Crash Panda.
Just like a regular panda, my hands up like this.
You hear a chittering, and as you are like, "Come on, Wall, I'll take you on. You're not so big and tough. Granted, you are part of a building, but I will take you down." You do see one of the barrels move slightly as a guard looks down there. He's like, we don't have raccoons in our..."
Opening skinner.
So as you skitter off through the crowd with legs and feet, people are like, "What the?" I need you to make a history check with disadvantage.
Okay, that could have been worse. 10.
10. So at this angle, in your haste and haze, and the fact that you kind of realize that you are not a red panda. All the legs you're passing through and by, some people drop things. It's almost a comedic scene from the old movies when the dog runs through the huge family and they all are carrying huge stacks of papers for some reason. They go everywhere. Eggs, fruits, vegetables, children, they all fly and come down with a crash.
No, Timmy. Timmy, no.
But yeah, eventually you come back around to a wall that's just standing there, looking at you. It's thuggish barrels flanking it, mocking you. And that same guard going, Lady Riona, Is that I really hope that's you. I don't want to have to. And he lifts up a spear.
Yeah.
As you hiss, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. 4 total.
As you bare your fangs and claws and you ready to just attack any and everyone that is coming your way, this hazy, kind of wobbly looking, and it's not him doing this, it's the alcohol taking effect in your little raccoon body. Suddenly, everything goes royal blue as someone has come up behind you and wrapped you up in their cloak, one of the guards, and has tied off the top and put you over their back. Lady Riona, I'm very, very sorry. You are cordially requested. God, I hope this is her. To come to the palace, if you would, please, ma'am. Oh, I really hope this is her, and I hope she doesn't bite through the back.
I got one. I got one more bonus action. Giant red panda.
All right, make a performance with disadvantage again.
I will not be tracked. Probably will be, but let's see. 10.
As you begin to transform, you just get really chubby. Like you look like a
I'm just
raccoon that
heavy.
has just been dumpster diving with Scrack. Just that super roly-poly pet raccoon that everyone's seen on the internet. You are now that raccoon. Steady, and you feel hands come up under you on the side of the bag, just kind of helping carry you. And eventually you begin to feel motion, swaying back and forth as they carry you. The noise of the crowd, the sound of the armor, the smell of those pungent king's nuts hitting your extra sensitive furry nose.
Am I holding a good concentration to hold wild shape?
You can roll.
Yeah, I'm doing quite well with the 21.
Okay.
I'm staying a fat raccoon, I guess. Her to turn back into a human.
Okay. I like your role play spirit. Okay. So as they are making their way, you really hope not to release the 4 large alcoholic drinks, which are now in your tiny, not so tiny, raccoon body. Exactly.
Tiny claws.
I just see you on your back, curled into almost a complete sphere, legs up in the air. And then you see the tail distract you. Ooh.
It's my friend.
That's why I'm just like dumbfounded, like, what the hell is he talking about? My eyes are darting from like Asgard to him to Asgard to him. My experience is indeed.
I would like one or both of you to roll a perception check for me, please.
What do you say? Is it kick back and just look around? And
What's your perception?
my passive perception? It's a +4.
Plus your response.
Okay. At 12.
12. Okay. So as you are sitting in this little booth area, you are off to the side, so you can see the majority of the space. You do see that there are other patrons in there. Some of them have the waiter come up with a different colored bottle, and he will unstopper it and pour slight amount into a not so much a snifter, but more like a conical glass that's only about the size of a shot
A little
glass.
taster.
Yes, and he pours a little bit, and you see people sipping, and then they talk to the waiter, and he's happily offering them different types, and they slide him some silver here and there, and he goes back and forth. But with a 12, you do notice that there is one person has a bottle and an empty cup, and it is a glass cup. They are in a booth by themselves, just watching you.
Asgard, I think we have a friend.
He sees you, raises his glass, nods, puts it back down. Gets out of his booth, grabs his glass. He's got a bright red bottle. As he sits down with it. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Just admiring my company. You two are famous. I've seen you around a bit. Just admiring. Okay. It's brewed with peppers, so he sniffs it a little bit and goes, ooh, cheers. Takes a drink, puts it down. Have some of mine. He pours himself some first, raises it over, and looks and sees you don't have glasses. Waiter comes over. My apologies. I'm so sorry. Puts them down, just backs away, keeping eye contact the whole time.
What's with the waiter? Creepy.
Yeah, he's a little weird. But cheers again. He pours you guys a little bit, takes a sip of his, leans back. Cheers.
Hail the victorious dead.
Indeed. Seen a few.
You've seen a few victorious dead?
Just wondering if you have. If the legends are true, you've seen many.
Unfortunately, I've seen more than my fair share.
Haven't we all? You know,
How long have you been here?
oh, me? Oh, I've only been here about 10, 12 years. It's not comfortable. Indeed. I was young when I got here. Became grizzled, just off of the fat of the land, if you will. Then, it's been an interesting life.
So you obviously know us. Pleasure to meet
Baron,
you. Pleasure to meet you.
pleasure's all mine. So as you take a sip, it's very fruity and very sweet, has no burn to it. It's almost like you're drinking juice mixed with honey.
Hang on a second. Okay, I don't know a Baron.
Are you sure?
I
You want to roll a history check?
Can both of us roll a history check?
Absolutely.
7.
Neither of you know Baron. He's not dressed in any finery, but you can tell there's a lot of care that goes into his appearance. Lots of browns, blacks, dark reds. Not that you can see.
So, what do you do?
Oh, I hunt for deals.
Interesting. And who do you hunt for deals for?
Whoever has gold. But for you two, I made an exception.
Oh,
I want you guys to roll a Constitution saving throw 19.
shit.
That does.
15.
Orson, you're looking at him as he says this, and you're like, huh, that doesn't sound ominous. Why is everything fuzzy? Because your eye starts crossing.
Hastar, something's wrong, buddy.
His hands come up very slowly. And he's like,
You know who I am. You know what this is. I said, you need to explain yourself before I make a chime in your face.
my explanation. And he looks up at Torsten as Torsten's eyes flutter. And he's out. This is just the safer way to go for him. I don't have explanation. My boss asked me to retrieve you two, and I don't think he would be very happy about it. Maybe. There's gold involved.
So,
I suppose you could, but then you wouldn't know who's hunting you.
just kill him. Kill for yourself.
You could. But wouldn't be so sloppy as to leave anything behind.
Leave many parts of you behind. So, what did you do?
Just to tranquilize our friend. Yes. He kind of slides the glass forward that he's drinking out of.
You can split to his mouth very slowly.
He's not going to just snap out of it. Fine. First impressions and all that. Slides it over to the side, reaches down. Torsten, you get a mouthful of the same sweet mead, but this time he like wipes the rim of the glass across your bottom lip, puts the glass down, shoves your lip more into your mouth, kind of rubs that against your teeth and tongue. There we go. All you have to do is wait for him to wake up.
Yeah, we're gonna stay.
Absolutely. I'd like you to roll perception, please. Yeah. All right. So while you guys are doing that, Dusty. Anyway, she continues on, walks through, and you see the room is mostly clear. There are a few people here and there, mostly just sitting and talking on the benches around the woman locked in place. And she walks down another flight of stairs, and then she begins walking in a direction that you also walked when you first came. Not towards the stairs of the library, but into the room where you got the book with the hole.
So tell me, Justice Hyra, dead, alive, prisoner, in hell? Let me know when I get close.
Very close.
Thanks for narrowing it down.
Yes, 75% of you are drunk. Sorry, messaging. Anyway,
Scrack is fat happy.
is he?
That we know of. He went on
Oh,
his
he's
own
just
little adventure.
he's not fed and happy. He's just eating his feelings. There's a difference.
He's eating his rage. So as she walks to the back wall, she opens a cabinet, pulls a book. The cabinet slides away. And there's a staircase.
So he is a prisoner, huh?
In a way,
Aren't we all?
aren't we all? Would you like to
to our own patrol.
You know, personally, these shrooms are starting to kick in pretty hard, and I don't think I want to die back there. But you won't kill me, so I'm gonna leave.
Why
Now
do
that I
you
know
shoot?
where, unless you're gonna stop me.
I think it'd be a good idea to come with me.
You know, I really don't care if I live or die that much, so I'm gonna leave.
Hetty. Do as you wish. She stands back.
I walk up the stairs, or I begin to.
Are you going to leave the building, or are you going somewhere else in the building?
I'm gonna leave the building.
Okay. So you're on the main floor.
Is the
All
guard
right.
captain still there?
Off in the distance, berating somebody, yes. But while you're there,
Damn
Rihanna,
it.
Love it, Rusty.
Rihanna, I would like for you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Please fail so I could stop being a fat raccoon. That's the worst one I've rolled tonight for 14.
14. I'll say that you get those bubble gut burps. You know, the ones where when you burp, it's like a horrible version of whatever you just ate.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of kicks into your mind of, oh God, I'm a raccoon. Why am I a raccoon?
I'm a raccoon in a bag.
You're a raccoon in the bag. As they swing you around and you flop down onto a hard surface, the bag comes unbound and you smell brisket and roasted potatoes and braised corn and carrots. A lot of very, very hearty food, all cooked with garlic and salt and pepper.
Do I recognize the room?
Yeah, you're close to where the kitchen area is, the eatery inside of the main citadel.
Tiny little raccoon hand just goes and creepily touches the guard's leg. That
You're
creepy.
You're actually on a table.
Oh, well, whoever's nearby, just creepy little raccoon hand going for them.
Okay.
Just-
You see Paula sitting there, knife and fork in hand, taking the tiniest portions, placing them in her mouth.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I see Paula. Raccoon picks up food. I throw it at her to see if she's real. Like just a potato.
As she's sticking food in her mouth, you pick up like a piece of roasted corn, or actually carrot. She looks past you at the guards. I think that will be all. And she wipes away the bit of carrot that's stuck to her forehead. Would you like to have a conversation? I'm trying to eat. Why do you smell like a brewery?
Pick up a tiny piece of corn. And then I poof back to normal as I'm eating the tiny piece of corn.
On the table.
Yep.
Just hunched over, eating corn. Charming. Would you like to sit in a chair, like a civilized being?
I look at her and I just cross my legs and I sit right on the table facing her. Came here, you didn't treat us like civilized beings, so I'm just gonna sit right here. Bread.
You notice that she has a book in her lap that she is reading. She closes it, puts it on the table next to her food. You came to me 3 weeks ago. You asked me about Justice Hyrath.
You lied. Rusty told me. I'm blaming someone.
That's fine.
Story and everything.
Oh yeah,
Rude.
it's just straight lied. There's two of her for Riona right now, but she's just trying to.
She looks at you with open disgust and disdain, leans in closely, looks to the left and right. I do know.
I lean in real close and put my hands on the side of her face.
She
I get-
flinches visibly.
I get even closer.
Oh,
Very hot breath.
perhaps when you are more sober, we can discuss.
I'm only drunk because I'm sad. That's right, I'm sad.
I'm only drunk 'cause I'm sad.
I think that's the feeling I'm feeling. I mean, I haven't really been feeling much this entire last 3 weeks.
She
Should
looks
be
down at her
sad.
food. She looks down at her food, kind of wrinkles her nose. She's lost her appetite, pushes it away from her, brings the book forward, sets it in front of her. I want you to roll a perception check for me.
Regular perception or disadvantage?
You can roll regular perception. It's right there in front.
Yay. It's 13. Just,
You only needed a
focus. Okay.
It is a book that you're very familiar with, pinned in the nice loopy handwriting of a particular llama.
How did you get that?
When you are the second most powerful person in a city, you have people that will do things for you. I'm sure you don't know what that's like. So I will just say, it's come to my attention that you have information. Would you like to share yours before I share mine? Share yours before I share mine.
Only if you share what's in the goblet. Pointing at the goblet of drink.
She looks down. Certainly. Picks up the goblet and it frosts in her hand, and she places it in front of you. It is nice, very chilled wine.
Start sipping.
Not sweet like you were expecting. Very dry. Very posh.
Wine is really like you.
Refined.
Dry. Oh, I was gonna say bland and dry, but okay.
She doesn't have a leg to stand on now.
I mean, I can't even call her Eileen.
So as she looks at you, well, it appears that we are not in a helpful mood. She takes the book, pulls it off the table, leans back a little bit, looks over at the fireplace.
I died for it, I guess. At first into a fireplace drunk.
All right. So as it hits into the fireplace, I want you to roll a dexterity roll for me. Probably with disadvantage. You are crisscross applesauce on a table and drunk.
That's fine. First was 20, second was 19.
19. You You scramble, you launch yourself off, and before you can face plant, you put a hand out, and you are almost running in panda form. But you are still human. Your skirt goes everywhere. You drop the crook. You reach in. Um, yeah, you only take 1 point of fire damage as you get the book out, and it is on fire, so you can pat it out.
I take that dry wine.
Everyone died.
What is your problem?
You don't like sharing information, so neither do I. Two can play this childish game.
You had 3 weeks to share information, but you're a bitch and kept it to yourself. Now that I have something you want, I'm interesting. I came to you for help 3 weeks ago. I already apologized that you don't have legs, but that was not my fault. I didn't cut them off.
You know the character all that, right?
Your character's a mean girl.
Yes, she is. Everything she's wanted to say, she
A mean
kept
woo
in, and
girl.
now she's saying it.
As you say this, some guards are kind of starting to walk towards you. She holds up a hand. So you're mad at me? Oh,
That implies I care about you, that I give a crap about what you think.
that's very touching. I care so deeply about you too.
You know, it's the alcohol. But
You're not normally like this?
No, I'm
Try
actually
again.
usually quite sweet and kind and caring. And then demons effed up my world, just like they effed up yours, but you have no empathy for anybody else. At least I have empathy.
Yes.
I may,
Not for
I
you,
may,
Torsten, but
I may be mad and angry at some of my
Fine.
friends, but I still care for them. But I don't care about you.
Wow, you're an angel. Angry. Yeah, this is
Keeps-
angry.
She keeps eyes on you. Her face never changes, just a slightest smile on her lips. She reaches back, grabs the table, spins back around. Then you are dismissed.
Just dismiss me? I don't listen to you. I don't listen to the high priestess. The only person I listen to is a fucking owlbear.
Oh, is that what it takes to get your ire? You're very boring. So two-dimensional. But if you actually do care about your owlbear, maybe you should check on him.
What did you do to Scrack?
What has that bear done for the last 3 weeks?
He eats and explores and watches out for the group, even if he doesn't want to admit it.
Not to reiterate my reach and power in this city, but nothing happens without my knowledge. He's been in and out of this city. Bad little owlbear.
I don't like. Oh.
Sorry. Fucking Torsten.